Hello everybody, I am the Barangoat, and welcome to the Robot Wars Reborn number 25 episode special. And today is a house robot special, and it's dedicated to the builder of all these amazing house robots, Thomas Berge, aka Tommy Productions, whatever website you're on, whatever he goes by. So this episode is going to be a little bit different. We're going to do extended highlights of the robots and just put some music behind them, and I'm going to chat during the fights, because this episode and these robots would not have happened if it wasn't for Thomas. So I want you guys to go down to the comments and give him a massive thank you, because his work is incredible, and we're going to show it off today. So the first house robot on display, it's Shunt, and goddamn, look at Shunt. This is quite a masterpiece. I don't know where to start. What my favorite part is, I like the smokestack in the back. I think that's probably one of my highlights of the build. But he's also done very well by making some extender wheel guards. I think, was there 3 snowplows there in the front to make his big pushing mechanism? And then as for his pointed V-wedge in the back, it's just the shaped chassis. No problem with that, because it would have been difficult to do anything else. This Shunt recreation is very, very nice, and you can really see the detail up at the front, what Raptor has destroyed on me. There's only half of it there where the spikes are at. But goddamn, he's also taken a sledgehammer and put it at the end of the axe so that it fires a little more quickly and hits a little heavier and then falls off. Yeah, not really a fan of that one. Thanks, Raptor, you son of a bitch. Time to get my revenge on you. You know, if Eye Poker would stop trying to penetrate my butt. I got a little thing to deal with here, Eye Poker. It's called revenge. Let me do it, please. Hey, speaking of revenge. Oh, Jesus Christ, never mind. What was that? That happens sometimes. I noticed when testing the robot, the axe, you'll fire it, and then it just spins out of control, and that cost me that fight there, as you saw. Here we go again. Oh, Coal Miner getting the blocks on his head, mate. He's a blockhead. That was a terrible joke. One thing that sucks about Shunt is that he is a little bit slow. Wide Load was able to take advantage of that when he cornered me and then removed my wheel. And then here he goes, coming after me again. Oh god, and Shunt has flipped out of control again! I don't know what exactly is happening with that. I don't think it's any fault of how the start and end position for firing the weapon is set. Because, like, surely, well, what is that? I don't know. Here's some ass kicking happening to Grog at the moment. And you can see the weapon does do a lot of damage when I get the chance to fire it. I've never been good at defending myself against the other hammer bots when I am a hammer, and look, it's happened again. Poor fucking Shunt. And once again, he's flipped. He can't catch a break, it seems. And again, he can't catch a break. Losing the battle axe to Deadbeat there. You'll see here I shove him in to the compressor area. He loses both of his wheels. He had also lost his sledgehammer at some point. I somehow lost that fight, actually. And here we go again, losing the weapon. God damn it, Shunt. You suck. He didn't win a single fight, actually, in recording. And, yeah, so we're just going to pass him up. We're done with him. And now it's time for Sargent Bash, another one of the original house robots. Did I mention that we were going to do all the originals today? So, Sargent Bash with the flamethrower. It looks pretty damn nice. It doesn't really have the jaws in the front. It's just more like a bunch of pieces sticking out. You know, it's a very deadly poking device, I guess you can word it that way. And then there's some ram plates on either side coming above the wheels to give them some protection there. One thing that annoys me with this Sargent Bash build is that it's too high. I can't actually get the bots when I'm using the flamethrower. And then you see kind of random puffs there when I'm using it. It just like, I'll go in one direction and the flame will be very good, and then if I immediately hit the other button, it stops. So, like, you have to be very aware of the flamethrower, of where you are positionally to use it, and if it's actually firing fire or not. It's a little bit annoying. And half of the time in the fights, I also have to mention, I kind of forgot he had the little saw blade in the back. I wasn't using it that often. In a case like here, Eye Poker, the little front contraption was working out well, but I decided, you know what, if I can just get under him with this crappy little saw blade, then I can cause major damage. Pop them up like this, and then come in with the flamethrower. That became the technique for quite a few of the fights, or in a case like here against Backyard Ripper. If you lose parts, then, well, your options kind of, there really is one option for you. Really had a hard time. I thought maybe he would be tall enough to actually get with the flamethrower, and you can see little numbers there, like the 6-point hits a couple times. That must have been it. But he took off my blade, so that ruined that strategy. I don't know. I had a difficult time with the flamethrower. I think it was more my fault than the build's fault. I'm sure there's ways to make it more effective than what I was using it as. But it's crazy to actually see the flamethrower in action. The only time I've ever actually seen this, I think, was doing the videos with Rich, BattleBots Reborn versus BattleBots Boy, where Riffraff has the flamethrower. Hopefully there's a video out where he's using the flamethrower, because if not, I just spoiled part of the build that you haven't seen yet. Well, whatever. Here's me taking care of robots in the Claw Top Arena, because that is where Sargent Bash was at his best, just quick little pop off with the weaponry. And yeah, one thing I just love Sargent Bash using the flamethrower. He looked pretty good, and he fought pretty good. He actually won a bunch of fights, as you saw, unlike Shunt. And there I go, and Shunt, he's gone. Sargent Bash is gone. And so is his clip, because it's time for number 3, Matilda, the bitch of the arena. Look at her fat ass. Look at her ugly ass face. Am I being too mean to Matilda? Probably am, but I'm mean to all of the bots that we do on this channel. This one, Matilda, is ridiculous. Like, he's literally recreated half of her normal chassis just with extenders, and like, I just can't imagine how long it must have been to shape out all those pieces, because there's a lot of pieces there. Look at me shoving my ass underneath Raptor. Matilda doesn't really know how to do the sex thing. It's a problem she's had. Oh, and there goes Raptor's head. Off with your head, mate. Yep, she loves taking off a person's head, especially when they go near her ass. That is Matilda in a nutshell for you. If you get near her ass, it's because she's putting it in your face to hurt you, or you're tempting fate, really. Bear was tempting fate here, and he actually took off my whole lifting mechanism, so he did get a bit of ass in his face. One thing I had to change with this Matilda build is that the blades on the disc were actually the wrong direction. So you see me there, I was trying to take off the arms of Little Metal Friend, but I couldn't because they weren't actually scoring points and causing damage. So had to forfeit that fight, and I flipped them this way. You can now see the way they're going and how they're going to score me more points. And yeah, pretty damaging. Bear getting another taste of what Matilda is like. She's quite the fiery personality, isn't she? And then she takes a rest and doesn't do anything, like women. Oh, I hope women don't listen to this. We're mainly males here, right? There's a lot of male viewers. Okay. We're just gonna get past that terrible joke and get into the next fight. Here's a great strategy. If you've got a lifter with the iron spikes, just throw it in the path of their hammer. It worked before, why not do it again? How about that for a pin? The rectal pin from Matilda working out very well. Here's a fight against Snow Job. I don't know how he does this. He always just somehow flips with some very weird action there. Got him flipped over, so that was luckily not that bad of a fight to do. Hey, remember, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Bang! There goes Matilda again. She's like a succubus almost. She just sucks the life out of these robots and takes their faces off. She's quite the devil, isn't she? And what a recreation this was. Thank you again, Thomas, for this one. Probably my favorite to fight with. And then I forgot to film in the pits the last one, the one and only Sir Killalot. You can see him from the distance, now you see him a little closer. This thing is so finely detailed. I cannot believe, I really want to know, Thomas, how long did this one take? Because you can see how well he's put in. How many wheels are there? Jesus Christ, the bot has gone flying. Well, yeah. Oh, he's back. Hi, Wide Lug. But you can see all the different wheels there. That's just one of the fine points of the detail. Look at all the shaping of his back with all those extenders. It looks so good. Like, I honestly can't believe it. The one thing I will say, maybe a little bit lacking in the face, but when the rest of the bot looks this damn good, I don't think it really matters. Sir Killalot's weapons kind of struggle. It would be nice if the left arm there with the 2 swords, it does a good job of pinching, it just can't lift, but not much you can expect from it. And then also the way they're angled, they don't cause damage on that side, the Bushido blade. So you'll see me grab him there, eye poker. It doesn't really cause damage, which is okay. The right arm with the spear does more. And what Sir Killalot's best at doing is just trapping a bot in between the arms, not firing them, and then just push them somewhere. Let's see how he deals with emergency. First one! Oh my god, emergency has gone flying, and he is gone. You'll never see him again. Oh, there he is. He's back. And then the game starts to lag. It couldn't handle Sir Killalot. The reason I didn't have the robot inventory shot that you saw of the other 3 bots is because I started filming with him and I don't know if it caused my computer to crash or to restart or whatever. Normally my computer doesn't restart when I'm recording or on Skype or something like that. In this case it did. Lost a little bit of footage to Sir Killalot, so I had to redo it. I ended up losing that fight because he finally got to me. Here's a good example then, you'll see, of Sir Killalot's ability to shove bots, just kind of trap them between the arms. I'm coming for you, Sentinel, you better run, you better jump off yourself, oh, and he's got him, and you just kind of guide him off the edge. It's not the most accurate, but it kind of works. This is probably a very accurate shot of Sir Killalot, actually. Grog's being a pain in the ass, and he's in a tough spot in the arena, so come here, you son of a bitch. You know how you grab a dog or a cat by the back of the neck and when they're misbehaving, you shove them around? Well, that's what I did here. And hopefully that doesn't happen when you do that to your pet, because that would be pretty gross and pretty awful. But yeah, there you can see the spear at work just kind of poking off the wheel of Grog. It was the better weapon to use, but I didn't like it. I really wanted to just find a bot that I could actually pinch with the samurai swords. Samurai swords? Bushido blades. What the fuck? It's a good thing this is the last clip of Sir Killalot because I am starting to struggle. This has been a straight 7-minute audio recording just for this clip. And yeah, there's me throwing Sentinel over, and there is Sir Killalot, and there is the end of this Robot Wars Reborn House Robot Special. Again, all of these bots were made by Thomas Berge, aka Tommy Productions. Please thank him below in the comments, and please tell him how good his recreations are, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have any of the house robots that we have. And there's still more to do, so we're going to have another second special at some point. Hope you guys enjoyed this House Robot Special. Let me know if you liked how I did this editing. If you did, I'll do it for the next one. I don't know when the next one will be, by the way. And I hope you're enjoying Robot Wars Reborn. We'll see you next time. Have a good day, everybody. No move! Emergency's coming! I am the supreme flipper around here.
Get the fuck out!